Hello, welcome to Soccer Web, and I will be just recapping the amazing season Ousmane Dembele has had. Now, it's crazy to think that this guy was fresh off only scoring 6 goals last season in 50 games. And this season, he just comes off, well, not just this season. In the first half of the season, he was playing poor. Which, well, nowadays, or what used to be nowadays, people would expect from Ousmane Dembele. But ever since the new year, ever since 2025 specifically, Dembele has changed. There has been something about Ousmane Dembele that is just different. It's different. There's a different feeling. French top scorer, French player of the season, Champions League. He couldn't do all that stuff at Barcelona. He spent 6 years at Barcelona and was, well, what everybody thought, the cause of all the problems. Left to PSG first a year and a half, full season and a half. They were horrendous, terrible. 2025 comes. Dembele is a Ballon d'Or contender. In fact, the top Ballon d'Or contender. Before you'd think Mohamed Salah's the top Ballon d'Or contender, but nope, it's Dembele. It's definitely Dembele. With the help of Désiré Doué and Krivicka Kvaratskhelia on his side, it's just crazy. I don't know what to say. Low-profile PSG has been on fire. This is not just about Dembele. Dembele's been good. Yes, he's a Ballon d'Or contender. Obviously, he's been good. But no, low-profile PSG. That's what I'm talking about today. Low-profile PSG. Paris on low profile. Kylian Mbappe left. The same man, their all-time top goal scorer, 201 goals for them. 7 years. Left. He left. They're stuck with a bunch of academy kids in Mayulu or whatever. A lot of kids. Just a bunch of kids. In January, they signed Kvaratskhelia for like 70 million euros. They got Ousmane Dembele, who was not expected of much this season. Expectations were low for the guy, but low profile PSG is cooking. They're on fire. They're cooking, bro. With the help, and before this season, I didn't know about Désiré Doué. I just saw a couple articles about him when I was searching up top soccer news or something. I just saw a couple articles and some YouTubers I just saw. The kid was signed by Stade Rennais for 50 million euros. Nobody was talking about this. Nobody was talking about him. This guy sat on the bench for the first 20 matches of the season. In all competitions, all competitions in total, he sat on the bench for the first 20 matches. You're telling me this kid, the same kid you guys benched, scores a brace for y'all in the Champions League final? He's the one who was carrying in that final, doing all the skills, the joga bonito. People say Lamine. It's Désiré Doué. He was signed for 50 million euros. Nobody cared. Nobody literally cared. But guess what? Doué will make you care. Because this guy is going to be terrorizing Europe for the following years. He's going to make you care. If you don't care now, oh yeah, you're going to care. The kid, he's going to make you care. You're going to care. You are going to care. Very soon. If you don't care now, you're going to care. Because when he'll be playing your team, he'll destroy your team. And it's not like he's playing against Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is on PSG. Hakimi, a Real Madrid academy graduate who was never given the real opportunity. Yeah, and you heard it right. A Real Madrid Academy graduate. He's already won the Champions League before. In fact, a former Inter Milan player scored against his team. Wins his second ever Champions League. I mean, does he have any hard feelings? No. I mean, you do what you gotta do. I mean, is he still with them? He was with them. But is he with them now? No. He's with PSG, Paris. Living his life in Paris. So if he celebrates, if he does his little penguin dance, you can't say that's disrespectful. He's not with them anymore. He's not a Milano. He's not from San Siro. He doesn't play there anymore. He's not from Milan. From PSG. In fact, he's making Africa proud. All Moroccans, everybody, we're proud of him. Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, then Vitinha, very underrated. Goncalo Ramos is there, and Donnarumma. You can't forget about Donnarumma. The guy has been clutch all season. There's so many players who've been clutch. Mayulu, 17-year-old kid, comes off the bench and scores in the Champions League final. Huh. Dembele, no words. Everybody was thinking Mohamed Salah win Ballon d'Or, Mohamed Salah. He's out in the round of 16. That same PSG team that obliterated Liverpool at Anfield. If you don't know yet, I'm a Liverpool/Barcelona fan. They eliminated my beloved Liverpool at Anfield. And everybody was like, they're going to get eliminated anyways. They're PSG. They'll never, even if they've never won the Champions League before, never count them out. Same thing with Tottenham. Tottenham hasn't won a trophy in 17 years. Everybody was counting them out. They were like, I don't know, whatever. It's Tottenham. They ended up winning. Even if it was by the slightest margins, even if it was literally a Luke Shaw own goal, they still won. I don't know how that goal was, Brennan Johnson stuff. Anyways, they still won. They obviously still won. It's crazy how people were counting out PSG. You don't count out a team with ambition. A team with ambition to prove themselves, you don't count them out. That's just giving them more fuel and they'll win it. I mean, Ange Postecoglou, coldest lines ever, bro. Guy's like, I always win a trophy in my second season. He did it. But he was like, bro put his aura on the line. But he proved it. He proved that he has aura. That's aura. Coldest moments. Low profile PSG without Mbappe. Without who? Messi. Neymar. Messi. Neymar. Eminem. MNM. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. Or Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe goes better. But still, without Eminem, or not Eminem, but like, and M, they're not doing any. They were like trash. And shout out to Marquinhos. I almost forgot about him. The guy's been with PSG since, like, for 12 years. He's been in this project, this $1 billion project. Wow. You signed Neymar for 222 million euros. Break the world record, triggered his release clause. You guys can win the Champions League. You guys have a bunch of low-profile players. You got a seemingly washed Dembele, a Desiree Doué, an unproven kid who was signed from Rennes. You got Mayulu on the bench. You got Goncalo Ramos. You got Vitinha. You got Fabian Ruiz. Those are all players that many people didn't know. Fabian Ruiz. I mean, I used to watch the guy, but like, I watched him at the Euros. But like, did anybody know about him? No. Did I ever watch him before the Euros? No. That's just saying, like, most these players, nobody knows. Mayulu, who knew him? Well, actually, I knew him before the Champions League final. I knew him when he made his debut, but like, not many people knew who Mayulu was. But now many people know Mayulu Many people know. And they will know for the upcoming years this guy is a crazy talented kid. They will know. They must know. Same thing with Desiree Doué. Nobody can ignore the guy. The guy is a talent. You can't ignore talent. Unless you hate talent, which that wouldn't make sense. All I'm trying to say in this video is that low-profile PSG, or supposedly low-profile PSG, is high-profile PSG in reality. MNM was low-profile PSG because they couldn't combine. They were all three good players. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. All very good players, but they couldn't work together. MSN, when three world-class players combine, you get the results of MSN. But MNM never worked. And it never did. And a couple egos in Neymar and Mbappe. Well, Mbappe was the biggest ego out of all of them. Kicked both Messi and Neymar out of the club. And then he goes to Madrid. Well, at the beginning, it was a very, very, very slow start. His first 3 La Liga games, he didn't score. He was looking poor. And, everything was off. But, well, he finished the season with 30 La Liga goals. Decent comeback. But Madrid got knocked out in the quarters. By Arsenal, by the Gunners. And then his former team, the team that he used to play like a toy. He used to play like a toy with the owners of PSG. He used to play with them like, I'll leave the club if you don't do this and this and this and this for me. The same team he was throwing around. So then you ask the question, was Mbappe the problem? Answer, for me, in my personal opinion, yes. Mbappe was the problem all along, bro. Yes, on hindsight, Mbappe was the best. He's the face of the club. This, the face of the city, the face of soccer in the city. Oh, Mbappe, the face of the country. This man literally told Didier Deschamps not to call him up for the small games. Face of the country. With that attitude, face of the country. He leaves in one season. Luis Enrique can now breathe. Without Kylian Mbappe, he can breathe. And you know what? Mbappe was the problem all along. Go search for yourselves. I understand. If you heard what I just said, you would understand. Mbappe is the problem. He was the problem all along. In these last couple seasons, he was the problem. He was the problem. In the Champions League final in 2019, he ghosted. He was the problem all along. He was the problem, but nobody saw that. Everybody saw the flashy name of Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, that's all they saw. They didn't see that he was the problem. More money, but no trophy. Exactly, he was the problem all along. And without Mbappe on that left side, they were able to sign Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia, and Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia played a huge role. And also, they were also able to give Desiree Doué minutes. Mbappe leaving was for the benefit of PSG. PSG fans being like, oh, I'm so mad. We gonna have Mbappe. Mbappe leaving is the reason you guys won the Champions League. He left, which means the left wing / striker is open. Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia was brought in because Mbappe was not there. Desiree Doué got minutes because Mbappe was not there. Dembele had nobody overshadowing him. Because I bet you even if Dembele had the crazy season he is having now, if Mbappe was there, Mbappe was going to get all the glory, everything. Nobody's going to overshadow Dembele. Because if Dembele had the exact same stats, everything played out the exact same way, but Mbappe was in the team, Mbappe would have won the Ballon d'Or already. Mbappe was going to be top contender. But everybody was going to forget about Dembele. So, Dembele not being overshadowed, Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia being brought in, Doué getting minutes, that was all because of Mbappe leaving Madrid. So, y'all Madrid fans Paris fans, my bad, should thank Mbappe for going to Madrid and following his dreams in Madrid to get eliminated in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League by the Gooners, and you guys defeating Inter Milan 5-0. You guys were the underdogs. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It's done. It's done. Mbappe made the worst decision. In fact, if he loved PSG, he would have still left. If he saw what was going to happen in the future and if he loved PSG, he would leave. Because there was no way PSG was going to win the Champions League if he was there. The Champions League curse lives on. Mbappe, second season at Monaco, living in the semis. Every time he was there, you realize Mbappe's never won the Champions League in his entire career. Mbappe Champions League curse. People make fun of Harry Kane. Make fun of Kylian. He has a flipping Champions League curse. Wherever he goes, he literally just left PSG. They won the Champions League 5-0. But I bet you if he was there, he would be selling. Inter would have made a comeback where he was going to make a little slump. You saw the slump he made against Liverpool? Bradley took advantage of it. But he was going to do that in the final. Oh, I'm looking somewhere. Lose the ball. Donnarumma kept a clean sheet. This guy is underrated. Mbappe would have ruined it. Trust me. Mbappe was the problem all along. He was good. He was hella good. Hella good. He was top tier. 201 goals. Forever. He's a PSG, in my opinion, PSG's greatest ever player. And what makes him even, to add on what I just said, he's also PSG's greatest player. Not because he just played for the club. He did so much. He won so many French league titles, whatever. Over 200 goals. Not just that. Also, the fact that him leaving benefited the club. Indirectly, he gave PSG the Champions League. And yes, you'll say, oh, what are you talking about, bro? PSG were 25th or something. If it wasn't for that Manchester City game, the league phase, they would have been eliminated. Liverpool would have won, all that stuff. No. It was written in the history books. It was meant to happen. It was all meant to happen. It was all meant to happen.